Hello everyone and welcome to our XCOM 2 War of the Chosen casual walkthrough. Welcome back. On our last mission we got ourselves some supplies from the Advent in a not overly difficult mission, although Outrider was injured, but not majorly. She's still on the mend. She's doing just fine. She's in high spirits and having root beer. So we've got kind of a special covert mission this is a War of the Chosen specific one. Our objective here is to rescue the Resistance operative, which this person's way over here. Now this makes it kind of interesting, because Outrider, again, she's on the mend. She's good enough to go. This is a fun one. I sent Iskald and Snake on another covert mission because it would increase Iskald's aiming ability. Again, turn them into really good soldiers without having to doing the stuff in the background. But this is kind of a different mission for a couple reasons. Again, we haven't done a resistance operative. It's not tied to it. And we have a new member. We have someone as part of one of the factions that you uncover, the Templars. So what happens with these guys, these are very much melee fighters. They run up and they basically slash you with like some energy things. Think about Iron Man 2. It's kind of the same type of thing. And what happens is, if you're a D&D person, they're more or less kind of a monk, but they have a lot of really cool little features on it. But you keep getting focus. So every time you get a kill, you get these focus things, and the more focus you get, the more cool stuff you can do. These guys can get pretty powerful, and I'm assuming once you get to end game, if you really work them, they could just be filthy good. I did not obviously get that far, but this is kind of our new member, so we get to kind of see a couple of the things they do. But for starters, we need to really kind of get moving here. So we are going to do exactly that. We are going to use our... it's a nice thing about Outrider, who's pretty much invisible all the time. And we have our first robotic enemy. All right, we are going to see some fun here. Oh yeah, we are going to see some fun. Now, this also could completely blow up in our face. I mean, that's just the way it is sometimes. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? Right, we're gonna move you over here because we need a better view for. Now, let's see, shock. Well, we're only gonna move him here because there's really, again, he can shoot a pistol. He's not, if you're shooting a pistol, it's just kind of a like, oh, I guess we have to do something. All right. So we are going to move Beta there, and Beta is going to be, it's going to show you what Specialist can do. And De Ruyter is going to come here and take that. So here's what we're going to, what the hell? Oh, for the love of Christ. It won't even let me. All right. So we have to actually see this damn robot. All right. We'll just pause here one round. God, that's dumb. All right. Well, we're going to run Outrider up here so we get a good view of things. Again, that's Claymore. If we needed to do that, which we don't right now, I'm going to run him in here because I have a strange feeling he is going to sneak out this door at some point, or someone's going to sneak in the door at him. Of course, we're going to try to get in a position to set up our little kind of a trap. So I can show you what Beta can do with Haywire Protocol. Oh, Christ. You know what? Let's just hope they don't walk backward right now. If they do, all right, good. So we should be able to do a Haywire Protocol next round. All right, well, that's a little disappointing. Yes. Ooh. That's not cool. Alright, so there's 5, so we can't go around that way. Now we're going to keep you overwatched. Let's see. Jesus. Beta is the key. If we can sneak around this way. Sissy pants. All right, well, as long as we can see this, the mech, which I'm pretty sure we will, and jump up. Yeah, here we go. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to save it right here because I'm going to show you the two different things you can do here. So, anytime you see a mech, I'm always a big fan of Haywire Protocol. This is why you really work on increasing the hacking score of your specialist. All right, so your options. So what you can do is you can try to shut down. So you basically stun it for 2 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever. It's not a set number of things. So you can do that. You have an 84% chance of doing it. Or the fun one, 42% chance, you take control of it, and then you have yourself a robot to play with. This one seems like the safe one. But let's see what happens here. What's going to happen? And by the way, if you fail, I'd get increased armor. Come on. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just low-jacked a droid. And the fun thing, too, is as an enemy, sometimes the opponent will try to shoot its own unit that is a baddie. Now, it's not indefinitely hacked, so you can't just expect it to just stay yours forever, because that's not going to happen. But we are going to try to shoot this guy. Yes, something like very subtly blasting it. All right, now we get this guy. We got to get him closer because he's going to end up running up and trying to slash the hell out of stuff and basically lightsaber it. Captain Sissy Pants. Stupid assassin. I got to deal with this clown. But we do have Outrider. So we could do some extra damage from the Reaper. And remember, if it goes invis, once it sees it once, it should be able to permanently see it. So it'll give you a target, hopefully. All right. Now, we're not going to do it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to bait everything out with this. Best we can, because we want to draw them out and figure out exactly where they are. That seems like a great path. Good job, robot. Idiot. All right. Let's get some things we could probably pretty easily kill. All right. Well, Beta, you have limited options tucked away in here, but we're not going to show. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And again, we're gonna hang on with it because we want to try to save you. There, we can hit 2 things here. Probably, and we're going to kill the one and open up the other one for getting ripped. So if we rend, we can only, well, we could actually get there and rend, but we would be in trouble trying to do that. So, we're going to run here, and we're just going to kind of overwatch this. Again, pistol overwatch, it's not good, but it's something. All right. Dead. least bring you down. Hopefully not uncover yourself. Excellent. Not revealed. All right. So, again, hopefully this thing will try to slash the robot. Even better. Not like a Mac 10 to the side of the head. Okay, so it's going to be in this direction. So we're going to use the robot. There we go. All right. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, shut up. Stop talking. You're trying to scare me, and I frankly don't care. Because I'm going to kill you. Not permanently, but I'm still going to kill you. In fact, I'm going to do some damage right here. Suck it. Yeah, I don't really care if I'm revealed. You can see me. So here, let me show you what this thing does. Yep, just opened everything up. I'll get you close. And in fact, I am going to finish you off with a sword. You get a 5 ability points for that. Always fun. Fun, especially when it runs around and tries to stab you and you get to stab it back. That's pretty hot. Yeah. And now the thing's not dead yet. It's just off of this mission, which is great. Yep. And there's a fun mission to take care of that. Next round we'll be able to get this loot. And now hopefully we get this, the mech will be hacked for one more round, otherwise it's going to shoot one of us. Excellent. We are going to send this guy forward to try to put itself out in a spot. Alright. We don't see anything. That's even better. So now what we need to do, we're going to combat protocol, because this is a mech, so it should hit it for more than 2. But we need to kill it, because at some point that mech is going to become unhacked, and then it will try to kill us. Oh, that was a disappointing jolt. Usually you do more against robotic enemies. Let's see, how else are we going to get you down? Yeah, we'll run you here. You did a good job up there. Less of a risk with that damn Reaper gone. Core. Cores are always good. You're going to need cores as we start building cool ammo and grenades. Tell you what, we're going to do this. I'm going to show you how this rend works. Fun, isn't it? Again, you get some momentum. Again, it allows some movement, which we're definitely going to do, so we can go back and hide. Now, I think we could probably kill this fella. Finish him off. There. You did good. I like to blow the little missile thing that they have, because if you don't take care of it, they will use it against you, and that's very disappointing. Actually, we're going to reload, and then we're going to Overwatch. Alright, I'm just going to sprint here to the door, even though I'm sure something potentially bad could happen. Can also do that. Yeah, we're going to kind of bunch up here and get ready to bust through this door. And we're gonna definitely bunch up because no one's gonna show up and bomb us. Again, you usually get about a turn to scatter, but Outrider can sit back here. Yeah, we're gonna keep you here. You don't do much for shooting anything. Again, that Mac 10 to the side of the Lancer's head was pretty cool, but oh well, look at that. Oh, look at that. All right. So, you basically gotta hide somewhere good, and you don't want your person to be sitting right out in the middle of a damn room. And you always hunker down. It's going to give defense by 20 or by 30 and dodge by 50. And of course, we're behind a soda machine here, so that's a positive. But now we need to position ourselves for potential ambush. Here they come. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, it doesn't seem so bad. Looks like some small ones. Sectoid, but I'm not worried about a sectoid. Nor should you. They're really more annoying than anything else. Oh, it missed and yet still hit it. Oh, I see why. I was going to say, like, how did you miss and take off 5 hit points? Oh, we're going to watch a death. We're going to watch that sectoid go down. All right, hopefully we can drop one here with beta. Nope. You can see something. You can tell with the way the gun will shift a little bit. Excellent. Well, I guess we can go. Come on. Now let's move you up here. Let's get ready for a little more Overwatch action. I like using swords. I like using your sword. And you will hunker. Now check this out. We're going to get this Yahoo. You want to start now? Apparently I already have started. Alright, now we're going to hide right around the corner here. So the very next turn, there's a reasonable chance we're going to do it again. And we basically get to chill here until we get a little escape route. So let's see, maybe we can kill whatever comes down here. Yeah, 2 soldiers are not worried about. Ugh, beta, you're having a rough go of it on this round. Yep, and it'll alternate. Sometimes it'll do 2, but alternate. Again, all we got to do here is basically just hold your spot. And I'm going to Overwatch because we are going to go to town with Shock again. +1 focus. So again, you're going to start to hit harder and harder. You get this other cool thing, Volt. You basically just pretty much hits like units around you, and that's cool. All right. And he's just going to hang out here and shoot whatever comes close. You're going to sit right here behind the soda machine. You are also going to sit here, reload, and overwatch. Yeah, if they keep dropping these things, no problem. See? It's just that simple. Of course, it's easy to say after they've shot something. All right. All right, so we'll be able to do it next turn. We're just going to get a little bit closer. So we can get there next turn, no problem, but we're going to go ahead and overwatch. Let's get a little closer. We're going to kill a couple more things here. Yeah, we'll run here and get a little cover. Just because. And you see we're just short, which is always disappointing. And I don't like that either, but here, we're going to run this person over here because more than likely they're not going to get shot at because they have full coverage. We've got this well covered. As you can see, anything comes up here is going to be getting a face full of ammo. Or it's just going to have the air saturated by it and not hit anything. Ah, the old surprise Mac 10 to the face. He loves blasting you in the side of the head. Good for him. All right, well, there you go. That made it easy. All reaction shots. Now we evac on this round. First thing we do is we get the hostage or the resistance operative out because they are utterly worthless and kind of essential to the mission itself. Right, so now we get the rest of you. I like to go furthest away and then up. And kind of the weaker ones, the ones that can survive less, although Outrider is pretty awesome. Let's get you out. Nice thing is too, you can sprint here, and then you still get the free action for evacing. That's very nice because if you had to do it like within your blue range, that would make it really, really annoying. It took a while for the gremlin. All right, and then lastly, we've got Shock, which for those of you 1980s movie nerds, every time I see this dude, he reminds me of that in Big Trouble in Little China, one of those three kind of bodyguards. Watch the movie. It's a good flick. Kurt Russell's in it. He's this kind of lightning dude, but he's wearing this big wicker basket on his head. And I can't help but think Shock is pretty much that kind of guy. That Templar is basically that. All right, so we managed to take out Wraithblade. We got 5 ability points. We'll worry about ability points later. Tells you what it did. Good for you. Look at that. We killed 16 enemies. 16. That was a good round right there. Flawless. And more Advent trying to blow smoke. I mean, you could tell it's presidential campaign season and other stuff. It's just like when you listen to the radio, TV, YouTube, anything, there's someone trying to convince you of something. All right, so let's look at this one. So Shock. Um, his options, again, he's got all of these things potentially that he can do. So he's got parry, so after you attack with Rend, you prevent all damage from the next attack instead of moving. So this is kind of cool if you wanted to do that. Again, Aftershock, target struck by Volt, be easier to hit, increasing your squad's aim by 15 against the target. So if there's a couple of them close by, hit Volt to get a couple of them, you can really hammer down and get them. This is not bad, but once you get to a little higher level, you could pretty much kill everything within the next round, so it's a little less. So you mark a single target with Psionic Lens, take an additional 33% damage from a number of future single target attacks. Cost 1 focus. This one's not bad. I've used parry and amplify before. This is actually a pretty good one. I'm going to go with this one because there's a couple mobs that it's really nice to have something like that. Although parry is pretty awesome. I would strongly recommend checking out parry as well. All right, Meat Shield. You now have 2 options. You've got hollow targeting. So if you shoot anything, it marks the target. So you get a plus 15 against that particular thing. Or you get heavy ordnance. So the grenade in your grenade only slot gains a bonus use. So you basically get 2 grenades for the price of 1. Both of them are incredibly useful, I found. And it really is kind of a toss-up on which one you want to go with. Because even if you miss, you're adding a plus 15. So if you got certain targets, you can throw that plus 15 attack or the aim on it. You should be able to drop it much quicker. But you also like to blow stuff up. I mean, who doesn't? And you get an extra grenade spot. As you get more armor, you can even get an additional grenade spot. So you can just lay waste to stuff. And frankly, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm not really sure what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is right now I've got a thin mint in front of me. I've got the kind of rounded top part and then the flat bottom. And I'm going to flip it. And then, so if the rounded top is up front, we're going to go with heavy ordnance. And if the flat top is up, we're going to do hollow targeting. And then after I flip this, I'm going to eat the thin mint. All right, are we ready? All right. You might be able to hear it hit the table. All right, it was the flat top, which means we are going hollow targeting. There you go. See, it's just that simple. And, of course, Captain De Ruyter, we basically are going to follow him just to be just like Snake. He's going to do pretty much the same stuff. We're going to shadow step him. Oh, come on. There we go. You have 2 rangers with shadow step if they're on the same mission. Oh, man, there's like, they will destroy everything. It's beautiful. All right, so that's what we've got on these particular ones. We saved an operative. Got an Illyrium core as well. And this Kelly Adams is an engineer, which we absolutely needed because we need to build more crap. But that was an incredibly successful mission. An incredibly successful mission. Apologize for the crap grammar. But thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.